Dear students, in this video we shall come to know what Carter found in Vice Pharaoh's tomb and how he tried to bring the body out, what he had to do. Now let us read. After months of carefully recording the Pharaoh's funerary treasures, Carter began investigating his three nested coffins. The narrator here wants to describe that Howard Carter recorded the Pharaoh's funeral treasures. He took months in recording it, and then he decided that he should investigate the three nested coffins also. Opening the first, he found a shroud adorned with garlands of willow and olive leaves, wild celery, lotus petals, and cornflowers. The author here says that when Carter opened the first coffin, he found there was a shroud and it was adorned. It was decorated with grasslands, garlands, not grasslands, garlands. The garlands had been placed there, and these garlands were made of willow and olive leaves. There was wild celery also, wild celery, that is ajwain, जंगली ajwain. Lotus petals, that is कमल की पंखुड़ियाँ, there were wild celery, lotus petals, and cornflowers. The faded evidence of a burial in March or April. The narrator here wants to say that willow and olive leaves, wild celery, lotus petals, and cornflowers are mostly found in the month of March or April. So, these are a faded evidence of the burial that it had taken place in the month of either March or April. When he finally reached the mummy, though he ran into trouble, the ritual resins had hardened, cementing truth to the bottom of his solid gold coffin. When Carter reached to the third coffin, which was made of solid gold, and when he tried to bring out the mummy, he found himself in trouble. The reason behind it was that the ritual resins, the resins that had been placed there, they had hardened. The ritual resins had hardened, and now Tut's mummy had been cemented in that solid gold coffin. No amount of legitimate force could move them. Carter wrote later what was to be done. No amount of outer force. He tried to budge it, he tried to move it, but no amount of outer force could even budge it. Carter was on the horse of dilemma, and he later wrote what was to be done, what he should do at that time. The sun can beat down like a hammer this far south in Egypt. The narrator says that in Egypt there is a very hot temperature. The sun is very blazing there, and so the narrator here describes that Carter thought that the body should be placed in blazing sun. The sun can beat down like a hammer this far south in Egypt. In so far south in Egypt, the sun is blazing and it can beat it like a hammer. And Carter tried to use it to loosen the resins. So Carter tried to use the sun in order to loosen the resins. For several hours, he set the mummy outside in blazing sunshine that heated it to 149 degrees Fahrenheit. Several hours, Carter placed the mummy in the blazing sun, and there was 149 degree Fahrenheit temperature. It was a very high temperature. Nothing budged, though he had put it in 149-degree Fahrenheit temperature, but nothing budged. Having put there for several hours, nothing could be done. He reported with scientific detachment that the consolidated material had to be sealed away from beneath the limbs and trunk before it was possible to raise the king's remains. Carter wrote that in order to separate king's body from the coffin and in order to separate it from the ornaments that had been placed in his body, Carter had to sigil it. Sigil means होता है छैनी. He used sigil and hammer to separate the body from the coffin. The body had to be sigeled away from beneath the limbs and trunk. The trunk was also had to be sigeled so that the ornaments could be brought out. Dear friends, remaining in the next video.